the Condors and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Condors offense to go on the attack first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it in his belly. Swamped immediately.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to get the corner. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get
wide open spaces. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 of them. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
How much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning, and he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong. Got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season. Impressed by the way he started this season.
Throwing Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Turning it on!
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sellers. Right side, it's Bennett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Going to take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped right there.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Condors will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn.
He's going to fire deep. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
And I think it's safe to say Lenora Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest. This is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenora Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's McAllister. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Makes the grab in their space. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. The Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal.
Ready. Go.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Condor sideline, they are fired up for their running back. He just set a new conference record for this season for rushing yards. This sideline is electric, and they are going to continue to ride him here. He's got more work to do in this game. We'll see what he gets done here on the next drive. Back to you.
All right, Holly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll ride him again. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Sellers. The screen, he can go. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Auguste. There he goes! And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give, it's McAllister. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Right side, it's Bennett. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Line getting set on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. Just smothered on the play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on into the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Deep in the end zone, it's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Condor sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Gives it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be...
He's loose on the right. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Condor! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Harbor. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's McAllister. Pass to 6. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Blue 22.
Throwing, Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Going to the run, it's McAllister. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sellers. Stepping to the right. Hard running there. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Got the quick completion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To the air, it's right. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Free up the gut. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Condors! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, it's McAllister. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Sellers to throw. Back open in the middle. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Harbor. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecock. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Condors sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high five from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Reese?
Holly, thank you. They put the brakes on it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
On the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Condors line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. They're all over it, and he gets it away.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right side, it's Sellers.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Blue 22. Blue 20.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Sellers rolls right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The ride. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for the edge. Got some green grass. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Moving the pocket, it's right. Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
and that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the back. Fights off a defender. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And it'll be the Condors will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Hits inside, it's Clark. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Tuggle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Cuts it upfield. It's McAllister.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing, Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Bennett. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Open space at the 25. Could be an out. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give. Plows through the defense. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Driven back.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Look out! Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Condors will punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Sellers. Still looking to his right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Running to the left. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Turns up, it's McAllister. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And it'll be the Condors have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run him again. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's right. Still looking. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Condors will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Gamecock sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Team.
Here's Sellers to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he's brought down after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's right. Dangerous screen into traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Clark. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff again. Can't get him to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline.
180, race call. 180, race call. Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. Makes a deep grab. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. In the red area, it's Fuller. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Sets his feet, it's Sellers. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Complete to start this drive. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, pressure's coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Turns into the pile.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Stevens. Shakes off the defender. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And it'll be the Condors come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Burrowing for yardage. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Moves the pocket. It's right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Quick give. It's Howell. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Tough run here. It's Fuller. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking to throw, it's Duckworth. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense that